they come out clean.
What is going on, guys? We are back with another episode of Birds in the Buckets, episode 5. Rashad, I'm with my coach, Rashad. What's going on, man? What's going on?
Man, nothing much, just enjoying another week of holidays. Just enjoying another week of holidays. All right, guys, in the moment of transparency, I didn't watch tonight's game. I didn't watch Sunday night's game, so I got Malik leading the charge.
He lost, y'all. He lost.
The first game I missed all season, I believe. First game I missed all season. So go ahead, Malik, take the reins.
So tonight the Hawks defeated the Nuggets 123 to 115. Coming into this game, I did not expect them to win this game after what happened on Friday night. That was very disturbing. But I mean, they did come back in that game. So I mean, I guess it really wasn't that bad. But the Hawks came out tonight and they really did their thing. I know beginning of the game, the Nuggets really had a lot of rhythm going on. The Hawks really were still struggling offensively. John still trying to get his thing going, but he's still kind of struggling from the field and whatnot, trying to get I don't know what he's trying to do. I can't even say trying to get acclimated. It's been this season and starting everything. I mean, I guess you could just say he's in a slump. John Collins is in the slump. So really, it's just really been Trae and Clint for now. So I think it was probably like maybe mid-second quarter. I think the Hawks kind of really picked it up after then. Trae Young started to get going. Tony Snell hit like 2 threes, maybe, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 2 threes in a row. He looked real good tonight. Another player that looked good, Kongu, he actually got minutes this game. I think he finished the game with like 9 points, maybe like 2 or 3 rebounds. But he played good.
9 points and 2 rebounds is what the stat sheet says.
Kongu played
he
good.
He had 14 minutes.
Yeah, he played good. Yeah, yeah, he took Bruno's minutes basically, and I honestly thought that he should have been playing in front of Bruno in the first place. Because when he was out there on the court on Friday, I was like, why is Bruno out here? Like, but I was like, I don't know what it was, bro. So luckily,
what's going on? I'm sorry to cut you off, but what's going on with Skylar Mays?
Skylar, what did Skylar do? Skylar had maybe like 4 points?
Tonight, I don't even I don't see him on the.
Let me see. I know, but I mean, Skylar came in like late first. I don't know. It's like they're not playing. They don't play him that much in the second half. I've noticed that in some games. They play him like for a certain stint after like the first, like late in the first, early in the second. But when it comes down to like the second half, like you barely really see him.
Yeah, I just saw it. He had 12 minutes and 2 points tonight.
Yeah, honestly, like. I honestly feel like he's doing good, even though he's not really showing much on the box stat sheet. He's really like managing the game pretty well to me, and he's still defending as well.
From what I've seen,
he's solid.
Mm-hmm.
And I was telling somebody.
Oh, go ahead.
My bad. Like I was telling somebody, like, dude, he was in the league. I mean, he was in college for 4 years. Like, he knows what to do. Like he's not anybody just new coming in. Like. He knows how to manage the game, but yeah, go ahead.
Well, to that point, we were talking about it when he was first drafted. He's older than a lot of these guys on the team. He's older than guys like Cam. I think if Herter would have stayed in college, he's as old as Herter, because Herter stayed 2 years and, it's been 3 years since he's been out. So he's just as old as Herter. And, that's crazy to think about. A lot of the people he's older than or close to age and stuff like that. So he should be older than Trae. Yeah, he's older than Trae. And but anyways, I was getting off track. Well, how would you kind of compare him to BG? Like who would you rather take? Would it be BG? Or is it something like what I'm seeing right now? I think it's so early in the Skylar Mays era, quote unquote, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
I think you would say you really want to see, kind of how it is now, because I think some nights it's going to be Brandon Goodwin's night and some nights it is going to be Skylar's night. So you kind of just play both of them to see whose night it is and just ride with the hot hand. What do you say about, BG versus Skylar?
Shoot, I think as of now, I mean, honestly, I feel like right now Skylar Mays is having his Brandon Goodwin moment. Like, you remember last year, Brandon Goodwin came in and then he just like we was like, oh shoot, Brandon Goodwin is doing this and this. I mean, after that, like he was pretty much a solid backup for Trae for the rest of the season. Skylar is I mean, he had that game already, but so far, I mean, he's been playing pretty solid behind Trae. I really haven't seen that much of Goodwin though. I think he came in like late during that Friday's game. I know some on the court. I really didn't watch that much after that first half, bro. I did not watch the rest of that game. I was like, I'm not gonna watch. I'm not gonna watch
I was
this.
saying, but it was me because my internet was like, just on and off on Friday night for some reason. So that's the reason why I didn't see a lot of the second half. But according to this, did he dress out tonight or something? Because we didn't see him on here.
I don't know. He didn't play at all tonight. I didn't see him at all tonight.
Okay, so
but no, I know he did play Friday.
Okay, yeah. I think
he might have just probably been out. Yeah.
Well, they have kind of two separate games, Like I feel like BG is more of a scorer. He could be a scorer and stuff like you think about when he stepped up in Trae's absence in those games last year.
Yeah,
he was scoring. He's leading the charge. Bink, bink, bink. Pull up three and everything like that and stuff like that. So Skylar Mays, he can score, as we saw, like you said, against that San Antonio game. 20 points in, what was it? I want to say 20 points in 12 minutes.
Yeah, he had something like that.
Was it 20 points in 12 minutes? That's crazy. Yeah, I think it was 20 points in 12 minutes. Yeah, because I wanted to be like 18 or something. No, but it was 12. 20 points in 12 minutes and cutting that 40-point lead to a 10-point lead.
Right.
Right. He showed that he can score, but I think his primary game, the way he fits best with the team, is just being a backup Andre Miller type, game manager role. And, he could be in the league for a long time if he just accepts that role, as opposed to BG where he's a little more aggressive, and it kind of depends on how well he can score, I don't know. I might be talking off the top of my head.
No, that's real. Yeah, that's real. No,
other people might be like, BG can be a point guard.
No, I think with BG, he just like his energy is kind of like contagious. Like I know Coach Pierce like has said, BG came in for a second unit and he really like gave us a lot of energy. Like every time somebody talks about BG, it's always energy, like energy. Like he's like a hamster, bro.
Hey, but his energy is different than like, rec ball. Like when rec ball, when they're like, yeah, he works hard, he comes to practice it, he doesn't complain. That means like he's the worst player on the team. In this scenario, he can actually play and he brings the energy.
Right.
He's not Mario West, is what we're trying to say. Hey, but shout out Mario West, man. That's a good dude, man. That's a good dude. Atlanta legend, Mario West, man. Throw some respect on his name. But, as I'm looking at this, Solomon Hill, look, 15 minutes, 1 point. One rebound, 1 assist, 0 points. Solo, what the heck was Solo doing out there?
Solo.
On on Friday, when they were trying to come back, Solomon Hill, he's very aggressive at the beginning of the fourth quarter. I did see that.
Solo be on and off for me. Like one night Solo's good. I mean, honestly, I feel like Tony Snell just took Solo's powers and just like, because Solo, that's what Solo do, just really hit threes. He drives to the lane occasionally, but Tony Snell was really hitting the threes tonight. Yeah, so.
Well, what do you think? What do you think about?
It's kind of interchangeable.
What do you think about Solo's role? Like, obviously with, it was kind of made a big deal how the Hawks picked up a guy from each finals team in the offseason. And, that was kind of like the biggest thing with Solo, is having a veteran who just won an Eastern Conference championship on the team. But how do you see Solo's role? Like, because he didn't play on that Miami team in the bubble in the playoffs.
Yeah, true.
It was a long, it was a reason why he was a meme when he got into a game. for his haircut, and that's because
Yeah.
he didn't play that entire time in the bubble until that moment
Yeah.
when he got in the game to be a
True.
meme.
True.
So it's
Yeah.
like, how do you see Solo's role with the team? Do you think that it should be as large as it is right now, or do you think that it needs to be what it was in Miami for the Hawks to be successful?
I mean, I don't really have a problem with it because he's, for the most part, he's been producing in my eyes. I mean, he's a solid defender. I mean, he can't hit the three, even though he had no any points tonight. But at the same time, I mean, the Hawks need a veteran, and that's probably why they picked him up. They picked him and Rajon Rondo up for that veteran experience. So, yeah, I like his role, and I think the reason he's playing so many minutes still is because Hunter's out. So I feel like when Hunter gets back, you might see a decrease in his minutes. Maybe Tony. I feel like Tony will probably get those minutes, and Solo might just go back to like playing like maybe less than 10. But once Hunter gets back, of course the rotation is going to be like Cam and then Tony, and yeah, I feel like that's it right there. I mean, of course you got Gallo. Well, he's the power forward, but yeah. But I mean, I feel like he has to play these minutes now. He has to do play this role, just with all the injuries going on.
Right. And while I look up, the timeline of the injuries and stuff, was Lloyd Pierce back tonight?
No, he didn't. They actually said they expected him to be back tonight, but the whole safety protocols or whatnot, he has to test negative a couple times. But they said they expect him to be back against the Cavs on Tuesday. So, or is it whenever they play the Cavs?
So
I don't know. Do they have a back-to-back?
Let me check right now. Hold on.
Because I feel like I saw Wednesday, but I'm not sure.
All right, so they have Cavs on Tuesday, and then Celtics again.
Oh, I
Bro,
feel
they
like
playing the
McMillan
Celtics
said
three
they expected
times
him
in 1 week.
3 times. Yes.
So they're probably not playing them again
Yes.
after that. So they're just playing them 3 times.
Man, do you even know what happened
like that with
against
Brooklyn
the
though. What do you say?
Do you even see what happened earlier again with the Celtics game?
Like what do you mean?
You don't know what? Oh, so basically the Celtics was up 24 points on the Pelicans, and the Pelicans came back and won in overtime.
Oh, you're talking about tonight. Oh, okay.
Yeah, tonight.
No.
Yeah.
I'm totally in the dark about what happened in the world today. But yeah, man. Yeah. So 2-1 under the Nate McMillan era. How are you feeling about Nate? And what do you like, and what do you see any differences? And yeah, just what are your thoughts on Nate McMillan?
It's good to hear different cliches, I guess. I mean, I feel with Pierce, you kind of hear the same thing. I honestly, like when I hear him talk, I mean, it sounds good, but he's kind of saying the same thing. With McMillan, is kind of like, I don't know. It was one thing he said on Friday, and I was like, oh shoot, he said something like, he said something as far as along the lines of this team where they're looking for a win or something, like they're desperate for a win, and he was like, I'm not talking about the Celtics. And I was like, oh shoot, like this just seems like some type of like motivational junk he's saying. Like I was like, oh shoot, he's not talking about the Celtics, talking about the Hawks. But because it's crazy because the Hawks had just beat the Celtics. So I'm thinking he finna, talk about how the Celtics are desperate for a win or whatnot. He's talking about the Hawks. I'm like, oh wow. But I mean, so far, I honestly I don't really see any changes. Like I feel like they've just been playing with more energy. Like I know a lot of people, of course, Hawks Twitter is going crazy. Like, oh yeah, this is bye Lloyd, don't come back. This is what McMillan is the guy we need. Like, it's the same players. It's just different energy. I feel like. I mean, maybe it's because they hear somebody different. I mean, Trae even came out and said to himself, he was like, it's the same. Like they're doing the same things. Like it's just a different voice in the locker room. So, but I mean, 2-1, I can't complain. Like who knows what would happen if Pierce was still was coaching these last 3 games. So
I mean, and like you said, like that kind of lines up what you've seen so far this week. It lines up with what Nate has said and what Trae said. Like Nate says they're running the same stuff that they would usually run if Coach was there and stuff like that. And he's just taking what Coach is saying and he's just running with that. But yeah, man, this is crazy with Dunn. He had his MRI earlier this week. MRA is a school over here that we cover a lot. But he underwent an MRI earlier this week, and following the results, he had a palliative-rich plasma injection.
Oh my
to
gosh!
His right knee discomfort. Following the 2-day rest period, the Hawks say he will continue to his return to play rehabilitation plan from his right ankle surgery, though no timetable is available for his projected return to the floor. And yeah, that's from shout out my guy Brad Rowland over there at Peachtree Hoops. Just wanted to give since I read it verbatim. But yeah, that's what's going on with him. Rondo
still hurt.
Right, I feel like
still
Rondo,
out.
like he's just doing the thing. Where they say you don't care in the regular season. I don't know if that's.
I was saying that too, bro. I was like,
I don't want to say that about a grown man,
Yeah.
and then he like you don't know me. So I don't want to say that, but it's like what is Rondo? It feel like he just kind of like he might want to play through the pain. Like there was a 72-game season. You're gonna have pain, but who am I? I'm not the one who is a 14-year veteran, so I'll just stay to myself on that one.
I mean, people have been using the excuse of, oh, he just came off finals run. Like, I mean, come on, bro. Like, I honestly haven't even seen him on the court. I don't even, like, what is this? Is it the knee? Or is he just resting? Like, because I know they were giving him, like, one time during the season, they gave him, like, a 3-4 game rest just to rest.
Just he had low back pain. Low back pain is what Brad is saying in this story.
So him, Rondo, it's crazy because I keep forgetting that Dunn has not even played a game yet, bro. So it's like
Dunn hasn't played at all, and Bogdanovich.
I
think Bogdanovich his knee brace is off, right?
Yeah, yeah. They say he's close. He's closer.
All right.
So
with Hunter, we have no idea. Hunter is.
Yeah, Hunter. I don't even know how many weeks. Like 3?
I'm trying to. Yeah. Yep.
It's been 3 weeks. They said what? 47.
Right knee procedure 7 to 10. 7 to 10.
Ooh.
After his right knee procedure on February 8th, Hunter has progressed to weight-bearing lower limb strength activities, form shooting, and ball handling. During a February 9th radio appearance with 90-9 the game, Hawks president of operations indicated Hunter could face 7 to 10 week timeline to return, though the team simply indicated that he will be reviewed again in 2 weeks following Wednesday's release.
Man, nah, he ain't coming back till like late.
Yeah, I'm going with that 7 to 10 weeks. Don't 2 weeks me. Don't 2 weeks me.
That's what the reports were came out earlier. Like too before Slank even said anything, everybody was like, okay, 4 to 7. Slank just was just like, man, nah, 7 to 10.
Yeah,
give it 7 to 10.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. 7 to 10, and then Bogdanovich. It's a mess. It's a mess. The Hawks are a mess, bro.
Yeah.
The Hawks are a mess. There's no way to clean it up. But I think in their mess, I think that that's a great argument for Lloyd Pierce supporters. I mean, you can't
more ammo.
You can't fire the man with what I'm looking at this. Reading that out loud, thinking about it, of just injuries happening. And actually reading in detail the injuries and like how long these guys have already been out and how much longer they're expected to be out. Two different things.
True.
I think I was talking to Terrence Moore, another guy on this network, and there's a reason why you should subscribe to this channel. And he was saying, are there any other teams that's really going through this? And I was like, I think maybe the Blazers. maybe the Blazers have
Yeah,
faced like
Blazers,
injuries like this.
CJ.
You know, CJ. You know, some people are like, why isn't CJ an All-Star with you? He's averaging like 27 this year, 26.7. But
Yeah,
he's out. He's out with an injury. You know, he's going to be
yeah.
out for another couple weeks. And I think like someone else on Portland is hurt too right now. So I think
Oh,
Portland is a
Nurkic.
yeah. I wanted to say Nurkic, but I didn't
Forgot
want to say
about that.
Nurkic, and
Nurkic.
then Nurkic wasn't hurt again. Like after
Nah, Nurkic just hurt again. Yeah, it's his thumb. I think it's his. Oh, I forgot what it was with him. I feel like it was his thumb, but maybe I'm thinking of somebody else.
yeah, that's a tough break. That's a tough break for Nurk. But yeah, man. Oh, hold on. But before we move on, Portland is still in. But the point I was trying to make, Portland is still in the Western Conference, like race,
They're
playoff
like the
race right
fourth
now.
seed.
Yeah.
They're the
Still
fourth
they're the
seed,
fifth
bro.
seed. They're the fifth seed, and they're 7
Fifth
games over
seed, fifth.
500. So it's like, and then you look at them, and it's like, well, they have Dame, and then you look at the Hawks, well, they have Trae. So if Trae is
Yeah,
supposed to be who he's supposed to be, then there's supposed to be not as dramatic of a drop off as there's been since the DeAndre Hunter and Bogdanovich
yeah.
and Kris Dunn. Still waiting for him. It shouldn't be as large of a drop off in there. So I mean that's what some people can say about coaching when you're saying if you need
Yeah,
all your players
right.
to be a good coach. I saw that tweet from a fan too. Yeah, the Hawks
That's
are
a good
11.
point. I did not think about that. That's a good point.
Yeah,
That is a very good point.
because you can say injuries, but it's like everybody deals with injuries, and then you're like, well,
Everybody
what
has
about the
injuries.
good
Mm-hmm.
teams? And it's like these are good teams, and I think Anthony Davis is out right now, and the Lakers are still one of the best teams in the league, and you're like, well, they have
Yeah,
LeBron James. Well, once again, if Trae Young is as good as you say, the Hawks still have Trae Young. So I mean,
right.
yeah, but that's it on that end. And I know we wanted to shy away from the All-Star picks, but I just want to do it. I just want to do it again. I just want to sneak in a few All-Stars with the starters coming out. It's just nice to do to see, because really what I've discovered or what I've come across this week after the starters came out, Trae is on the bubble.
Yeah,
Is
he
not
is.
to me it was a given, and then now he's on the bubble. But this week he had 40. What did he have? 40 that first game against Boston, 31 that second game against Boston,
31,
and like 35 tonight against the Nuggets.
35. Like, yeah, 35. Yeah, yeah.
So 3 consecutive 30-plus point performances, and then he is. Let me see where he is in the league with assists. Let me see league.
Should be it's like fourth.
He was fourth entering tonight.
Oh, okay.
So let me see where he is now. He is current. Yeah, he's still fourth. Yeah,
Still fourth.
he has more assists than Nikola Jokic, and I think that's a good kind of thing to gauge it by. But yeah, Capella's still at the top of the league of rebounds.
Yeah, rebound.
And, yeah, that's what's going. Oh yeah, Capella's third in the league in blocks.
And blocks.
I feel like in any like regular season, Capella will probably be an all-star, but it's too many.
Probably.
People.
Yeah, it's tough this year, man. It's tough.
It's
Because
tough
it seems like
because
a lot of players are playing good.
yeah, and you look at a guy like Van Vliet. If Van Vliet gets in over Trae, I can't even get 100. I can't even
You
get
know
mad.
what?
I can't get mad.
I've seen a lot of Van Fleet like lately, bro, and I never really looked at it, but Van Fleet's playing good. He's really playing good.
He's been their best
Him
player.
and
Like
Zach.
Lowry's out. Yeah, Lowry's out. Well, I mean, I already had Zach in with Trae. That's who I had in my picks.
Yeah.
I had Zach and Trae and Jaylen Brown. Like these are all guards, so it's like you only get 4 spots.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I'm spending both of my wild
Four,
card spots on guards. And
on
yeah,
guards.
but
Okay, that makes sense.
Van Vliet, 27 and 4, and
24.
he's better than what his numbers are giving off too. So it's
Yeah,
like
true,
just being the best
true.
player on a team that had a large turnaround. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. Just being the best player on the team that had a large turnaround. The Raptors were down here, literally, and now they're above 500, and they're in the top 5.
Yeah.
And
Wow, it's crazy because I feel like 2 weeks ago I was just saying the Raptors are been playing horrible.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're fifth.
They
They're what,
were.
fifth
They
now? That's
were.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
he's been the head of that turnaround. Lowry's out and stuff. So Van Vliet, if he gets in over Trae, I wouldn't be mad. But the thing
yeah.
is,
Somebody they're
the
going to
thing
get
of
somebody in.
I feel like Levine, Trae, and Bill, they're all a wash. I don't think you can say Levine obviously deserves to be in over Trae. Bill obviously
Yeah,
deserves. I don't think you can say that just because it's like their weaknesses that everybody says are the same. And Trey's given more
yeah.
effort defensively
Bad
this
teams,
year. And yeah, defense and records. Like that's what they say with
defense, and bad teams.
all
Yeah,
three of
that's
those
it.
guys.
That's all.
But it's like Trey's given better defensive effort, and then plus he averages more assists than all of these guys. Like I think
Exactly. You got to put that into account as well.
it just makes sense. Like I don't know logically, and I don't think that's a biased standpoint because it's like if every one of these guys averages over, let me see how much Trey is averaging. He was averaging 24 points before like the last two games. So I don't know how much
Mm-hmm.
he's averaging right now. I don't know if it's gotten over 25. Let me see if it's gotten over
Should be
25.
putting 25. Hope it should be.
He's averaging 26 and 26.9. So they all have around the
26.
same points average. Trey's at the bottom
Yeah,
because Levine is averaging 28 and Bill's averaging 32 or 33, whatever he's averaging.
right.
But I think if they're all in
Trash.
that
Assist.
25 plus point thing, and only one of these guys is in the running for also top assists, I think it should go to the guy who's in top
You
assists
got
as
to give it
well.
to the guy.
I
Exactly.
mean,
Yeah.
I don't
And what
know.
the bull
Like,
are the Bulls? Do the Bulls have a better record than the Hawks?
not same
Barely,
record.
but
Same record.
the same record.
Hold
So
on.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm
honestly, I
telling
mean, Trey is winning in both. And if you want to talk about the weaknesses as far as defense, record, I mean, Trey is winning now,
you.
and then
See,
he has the assist,
the Bulls are 13 and 16. The Hawks are 13 and 17.
13 and 16. Yeah, so I mean, like
But
he should be a lot. Well, it shouldn't be a
well,
lot, but he should be over them.
yeah. You can't say a lot, but like
Yeah.
it said Levine's defensive effort has improved this year. But yeah, I don't know. And then I didn't even
Man,
think
this
it
is
even
tough.
goes out to Kyrie. It even goes out to Kyrie, in my opinion. Like you talk about
Yeah,
defense. If you want to complain about defense, have you watched the game with Kyrie Irving's like this
that's what I'm
year?
saying. Yeah,
Especially them jokers
that's
was
why I was
giving up
surprised.
150.
I was surprised he even got in as a starter. I thought Jaylen Brown was going to get in after we talked about him for a minute. Just,
JB definitely
I was
deserves.
like, as far as like him being available and consistent, like he had that over Kyrie. Because I mean, Kyrie missed those games. But and Jaylen Brown, like he was literally like consistently putting up these numbers and playing in every game. So I was like, why don't you just give it to JB? But I don't
Tatum's
know. I
probably
mean,
not
he's
getting
gonna
in.
get in regardless.
Tatum's probably not getting in. And I think that's
Who?
Tatum.
Tatum? You don't think so?
No, I don't think
I
he's
don't
getting
know.
in.
That's tough, bro.
But
So
look,
who do you have in your front court then?
hold on. Let me pull it. I'm gonna pull it up for you, my team right now. But my front court, I have off the top of my head that I can remember, Vucevic. Um,
Right.
I think I have Randall. Hold on, let me just pull it up before I guess, because I don't want to guess.
Randall.
I think you talked me into that. You talked me into that. You sold me on it. Malik, aka Randall Hive, president. But here it is. Look, I got Trey, Harden, Vooch, Sabonis, Randall, and then Levine and Jaylen Brown as my two wild cards.
Dang, you know what? I made a list and I did not have. Let me pull up my list because I had a list too. That's crazy.
And then,
I forgot Vooch.
yeah, Vooch, bro,
I
he
forgot
has to
Vooch.
get in. He has to get in. Oh, but the
Who did I
guy I
have?
forgot is Bam. The guy I forgot is Bam.
That's who I had. I had Bam instead of Vooch. That's exactly who I had.
And let me change this to Rudy Gobert, anyways, in the West.
I don't even got my list no more. I can save it. But yeah, my list looked exactly like that,
Yeah.
except I had I had Bam instead of Vooch. But that's my exact list for East.
Okay. All right. Let me see what Bam is averaging.
And I think our West is spot on too.
Yeah. The West. He's averaging 19 and 9, bro. It's not like it's a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah, it's not
like,
crazy. Yeah.
At first, I was like, Bam has to get in. Bam, what? Bam, yeah, he has to get in. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. When you look at what Randall's putting up,
he was really
what
carrying the
Sabonis is putting
load
up.
when Jimmy was in there.
Yeah. Well, that's what a lot of people were saying. I don't know, bro. I don't know if I can put. But it's gonna be tough, real tough, to see a joker like Levine and a joker like Trae get in, and no one from the Heat get in.
Nobody from the Heat, yeah, true.
But the Heat
or the Raptors, or Van Fleet. Yeah, it's kind of hard. Yeah, I'm like, because that's the same thing I was thinking for the West when I was making my West prediction. I was like, okay, I have everybody that's like literally in the playoff race.
Hold on. Okay, never mind.
Like,
scratch that. The Hawks and the Heat have the same record. Before we continue saying that, Hawks and the Heat have the same record. But this still, like you said, applies with Van Vliet. You can continue.
Yeah. So I was like, I had basically everybody in the top 8, like somebody was in the All-Star game. And then I was like, oh shoot, the Spurs are like the 6th seed. I was like, bro, I gotta get DeMar in. Like, yeah. I just gotta put DeMar in.
I do in DeMar, man.
Dang, yeah. So yeah, my West looks like yours too. My West looks like yours. I would have had if AD was healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, if AD was healthy, right I was gonna put him in. Yeah. You had him in for Rudy.
Yeah. But I forgot Rudy. Like I forgot Bam and Yeah. But AD would probably get in over DeRozan because DeRozan's only averaging 19. So that
totally,
I'm saying is hypercritical of what we just said for why Bam won't get in.
Right.
This is crazy though.
Boy, it's gonna be tough, bro.
Randall's averaging crazy.
I cannot wait to see.
Sabonis always got to get in. Oh yeah, it's gonna be some people who people gonna be heated about.
Yeah, somebody gonna be disappointed. Yeah.
Van Vliet gonna be like, I guess winning means nothing.
I guess I should have bet on myself.
Wait. Like, well, bro, you average like he scored what 53 in the game or something like that. Yeah, 53.
He did.
You had 53, and you still averaging 10 points less than all these other guys. So
that's crazy.
You need to put that on yourself, because yeah. Oh, but all right, man, we're gonna close it like that.
That's it.
But we also want to look at ahead real quick to next week's schedule, and give your predictions about how you think this week is going to go. Let me share the screen again, and you may now go.
Let me see. So who we got? We got Cavs. They got Cavs, Celtics, Thunder. They got Saturday game, Sunday?
They have a Sunday game, the Heat.
Sunday. So, all right. So Cavs. Ooh. They lost to the Cavs early this season. They should have won, though.
At Cleveland.
It's at Cleveland. Dang, did Cleveland win tonight? I forgot. Dang. That I see 2-2. I see 2-2.
Who are you?
I got Cavs. I got a Cavs win, and I got a Thunder win.
Okay.
And I think they'll lose to the Celtics and the Heat, but I think the Heat will be pretty close. The Heat is going to be a pretty good game. I think that might be the best game, honestly, in my opinion.
I think I'm gonna pick a win against the Cavs, a win against Boston, and a win against OKC. And then
so they got 3-1.
It's at Miami. Yeah, they're gonna lose that. Yeah, I got 3-1.
I think it's gonna be good. That's gonna be a good game. But yeah, they probably gonna lose against.
They always lose in like a close game in Miami.
Exactly.
That was the game last year.
It's over.
And that Joker had but Coach Pierce, he owned up to it. He had Brimbury in the game for defensive purposes. Brimbury got the stop and then ran the ball up. And Law turned the ball over, and Trae was on the bench.
Oh my God, and you know what? That's the day that everybody turned on Coach Pierce.
Oh yeah.
That is the exact
crazy.
moment everybody turned on him and was like, "This man does not know how to make rotations." Blah blah blah. I'm like, "Oh my gosh!"
It's like he made one mistake, bro. He made one mistake.
Right.
He made one mistake, man. He made one mistake. But all right, Malik, wrapping up. Give your socials out to the people. Let them know where they can find you.
Y'all can check me out on Twitter and Instagram at _Malik ATL.
All right. And you already know, man, RashadMilligan.com. You can follow me on Twitter at Nikki Collin, Coach of the Year.
Y'all.
All right, y'all.
And if they come out clean.